Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I am sharing hashtag 10 of my Christmas countdown projects with you. And today we are going to be making this gorgeous little gift bag with little 3 wise men, which I have gold heat embossed, and a little sentiment which says, "From afar they followed a star of wondrous hope and promise." And because the wise men brought one of the gifts as gold, I have put some little gold chocolate coins in here. So there's loads of them in here. So that's what we are putting in our little Advent countdown project today. And so let's crack on and have a go at making it. So I've got a piece of Christmassy paper, designer paper. I cannot remember what it's called now. Let me quickly run over and find out. It's called Be Merry DSP. Lots of lovely sheets of DSP for Christmas that you can create all your Christmas projects with. So let's get the scoreboard and score this. It's easy peasy. What I have done is I have made this little gift bag so that you can get 2 out of a sheet of 12 by 12 DSP, and you've absolutely no waste, so no small pieces left over, and it's easy to make. So we are going to score this when I can find my measurements. We're going to score it at 3 3/4, at 5 3/4, at 9 1/2, and at 11 1/2, easy. And then we are going to part score it. Can't see me measurements now. We'll do the part scores in a moment, and then turn to the short side and score at 2 inches. So I think it would have been more helpful if I'd have used it on this side. So let's just see. We need to part score that. Oh, I'm ill prepared, obviously. So 3 3/4, we're going to part score at 4 3/4 down to about 2 3/4 inches. And then we are going to part score it at 10 1/2, down to about 2 3/4 inches. So that's all the scoring done, nice and easy. Right. Oh, sorry, I think I bumped the tripod there. Right, let's do some scoring, folding, burnishing. So where's my bone folder? So let's go along and do our scores, do our folds. So this is a quick and easy little project. You could easily use these as table favours. And fold it here. And there's not much to cut away, just this thin sliver in this corner. That's that. And then it's just a question of cutting up your score lines, and I'm sorry, I know that you can't see this very well. So that's our folding done. So now all we want to do is get some fast views and run that down there. And fold that down, keeping that nice and straight, like that. Sides in, get some wet glue, that on the bottom. And then this is the back, so we're folding that down on there. A bit more wet glue, and that goes to the back, keeping that nice and square on. Bone folder in the bottom to just secure that, make sure that that's nice and secure. And then where you've got your part scores, just pinch and fold that down like that. And that's, I've just noticed there's a little bit sticking out there, not much. Get rid of that. And then I've got a piece of foiled paper which measures 2 inches by 3 3/4, and I've scored it at 1 inch, and that is going to sit across the top of our bag, so nice and easy. And then we're going to do our little sentiment across the top. And then I'm just trying to work out whether I can get that out of my layering oval. That's a bit tight, isn't it? I'll just go and get some more paper cut. And just need to open another pack of cardstock here. Right then. Right then. So we're going to stamp our sentiment and do our gold embossing. We will start with our sentiment first. So on the block I've prepped up "From afar they followed a star of wondrous hope and promise," and we're going to use cherry cobbler ink. Ooh, that's messy. Ooh, just splattered that everywhere. I don't think that'll matter. Right then, so let's stamp that down. There we are. That's great. That's good. Right, put that away. And now we're going to do some lovely gold embossing. Right then, so I've got my embossing buddy over the top first. And then with the Versamark, I'm going to ink up our lovely wise men and stamp that down. Up, put that away. Into my gold powder. I think that looks good. Right, it's going to get a bit noisy. I'm just going to put my heat tool on and just get that warmed up for a little while. I think I forgot to tell you what stamp set this comes from as well, didn't I? It's called Wise Men from Afar. Wise Men from Afar. Very cute. Great. Right then, so let's get these embossed, and there it's turning. I love this. I love to see this go shiny. Right, that's done. I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes, and we're going to do the top to our bag. What did I do with my gold bit? I've lost it now. Here it is. So that gets glued down on there with some wet glue. I don't know why my pad seems to have all rucked up. Must be the heat from the heat tool. A bit of wet glue on there. And lay that on here. Press that down. And then we're going to put some wet glue just along the back of this piece, just along the back there. Pinch your bag, find the back seam, which is just here. It's hiding very well. And then pinch your bag front ways, put the front over here and line that up. Fold that over, pinch that down, and that should have stuck down. Just get your bone folder, make sure that that's good and stuck in there. Let's get our chocolate coins, our lovely chocolate coins. And then I've got one of these gold library clips, they're called. Secure that on the top, and that's holding our bags together nicely. And now we're going to get the big shot over, and we're just going to cut out our wise men. That's it. Run that through. There we are. Put that out of the way. So that's our lovely wise men. And that's going to sit on there, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sponge some cherry cobbler ink around the outside edges of that. Using my spongy tool, I'm just going to bring in some, and because this is very dark, I'm just going to dab that off a bit. And I'm just going to sponge the edges because I just want to bring a bit more of that red into the project. Have a look at that now on our bag. I think that's better. Or shall I do a red framelit? I think I might do a little red framelit around that. Let's go for it. Thinking on the job here. So let's get me framelit and me layering ovals and marry that up with the one that it goes with, which is this one. So let's put that away. I'm going to get some cherry cobbler cardstock. Cherry cobbler cardstock. piece here, which I think will fit. Let's get that over. Let's get the scissors and just trim that. Right then, let's move that down there. Don't want to waste too much card, do we? Run that through the big shot. That's it. Put that down there. Get rid of this. And let's see what this looks like now. See if we can see an improvement. Oh yes, oh yes, that's definite. Oh yes, that's definitely better, isn't it? Bringing that red through. So let's get some wet glue. Run that across. That's better. Get the dimensionals, because everything is better if it's got some dimension to it. 4 on there. Take off the backings. Line that up nearer to the bottom. Centralise it. And that are our little gold treats. I think you'll agree that they look very pretty with that gold embossing. Gorgeous. Aren't they lovely? Beautiful. Nice little table decoration as well. So I hope you enjoyed my project, which was #10 of my Advent countdown. And I'll be back in a couple of days with another Christmas project for you. So it's bye for now. Oh, and if you're interested in purchasing any Stampin' Up products, all these products can be purchased from my online shop at artypapercrafters.com. Thank you. Bye. Bye for now.